Welcome back, Film Force fans. Get excited as we look back at all 18 MCU films in the countdown to Avengers Infinity.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
So, Captain America the Winter Soldier. I know you guys are watching this countdown and you're like, this guy didn't like the first Captain America. What's he going to say about the second one? Hands down, one of the best MCU movies we've ever had.
Captain America the Winter Soldier. This film came out of nowhere. We were expecting this film to be good, fun. We were nowhere expecting such a story in this film, such this throwback to the sort of 70s political thrillers.
Going into the movie, I've never really liked Captain America in the movie sense. He was never one of my favorite characters in, well, really in comics, movies, anything really. Fully expecting me to be like, I'm just watching this for the MCU stuff. When I was watching Winter Soldier and everything, that was my thought then. After watching it the first time, I was kind of still on the fence about it, but it was actually pretty good after that. I enjoyed it a lot.
I wasn't knowing the twist for who the Winter Soldier was, but even if you know every single thing that happens in this film, it's still great.
I put this up there with Civil War, the first Avengers movie, Spider-Man Homecoming. This is just one of the best MCU movies that we've had to this day.
You should be honored. That's about as close as he gets to saying thank you.
I maintain to this day, this is the best Marvel film still, okay? And I hope Avengers Infinity War beats it, but to me, this had the right amount of story, drama, emotion, and action. And the fact that it had a twist that you just didn't see coming.
Some of the things I didn't like was that there wasn't there's not much I don't like about this movie, but I didn't like the whole Nazis or been running the government plotline. I mean, I just thought that was kind of dumb. That's something you could have saved for Skrulls, but that's just my opinion. Marvel's gonna do what they're gonna do.
To the big reveal with S.H.I.E.L.D. actually being Hydra. That's another twist that none of us saw coming. And the fact that, Captain America sort of said, we're not rebuilding this. This needs to end. This was the first signs of him having issues with governing bodies that led into Civil War.
Way. Unless we stop them. I know I'm asking a lot. But the price of freedom is high. It always has been. And it's a price I'm willing to pay.
It shows Captain America adapting to modern times. It's got a lot of iconic heroes introduced in this movie.
I just think this was a great movie, and they changed Captain America in this. They so brought him into the 21st century, and that's what I loved about it.
I liked the expansion of it, how it introduced the more characters. As I said before, the pacing of it wasn't too slow, it wasn't too fast, none of that stuff. But yeah, that's really everything I liked about that is there, plus a few other things that I'll be saying here and there. So my next thing is, what did I dislike about it? Personally, what I disliked the most about it,
As an engaging from beginning to end plot, characters we've already gotten to know are explored in really interesting ways, most notably Steve and Bucky.
The Falcon is in this movie. The guy who plays Falcon does a phenomenal job. I love seeing Samuel L. Jackson interact with Captain America. This is the first real movie we really got to see that, because before Samuel L. Jackson was interacting with Tony Stark. Now he's doing it with Captain America. I think it works out,
I loved that they introduced the Falcon. Anthony Mackie killed it as this character. And making this suit previously military, that was a really clever idea to make it not so connected to Iron Man or things like that.
As well as introducing new ones, albeit those ones aren't as well handled as the recurring ones, but most of them get more development down the line or have enough personality for them to hold their own.
I loved everything about it, from the inclusion of small characters like Batroc the Leaper as the opening villain.
You get all these iconic people in here. You got Black Widow, of course, and Winter Soldier. There's so much is introduced in this movie, and it still keeps it grounded. And I really enjoy that they did that. This movie has enough action. It ups the action from the first Captain America movie. Whereas the first Captain America movie felt forced, like they had to just get through it, just to get to the Avengers. We gotta get through this, run through it. This feels like they took their time and actually cared for making this a good movie, and I really appreciate that. It shows the effort put into it with this movie.
It also improves on an already good story by making it fit well into the MCU and modernizing or cutting parts that needed it. Overall, the Russo brothers did an amazing job with this film, and I can't see it enough times.
We have the great battle at the end of the Battle of Tuscallion. Just him and Falcon trying to get these chips in, and then that emotional fight between him and Bucky. That story with Bucky, you really felt that, Captain felt like he was letting his friend down. Even though his friend wasn't fully there, he didn't want to kill him, and that you could really see on his face.
I'm with you to the end of the line, pal.
You cannot talk about this film without talking about Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. She came back, and she was basically co-leading this film. This might as well have been called Captain America and Black Widow. Okay? Because she was a big part of this film, really supporting Cap.
Sebastian Stan as Winter Soldier does a really good job. This is my favorite one to see Scarlett Johansson in as Black Widow. She does a phenomenal job in here, especially you get that chemistry between her and Captain America, and there's some tension there, but I don't think Marvel is gonna ever bring that up again because they got the whole Hulk Scarlett Johansson thing.
I'm trying to think. The part, really, it was the unknown of it. Like, the parts that just didn't, there was too many parts that were just, unknown. Like, hey, what is this? Why did this happen? Like, for example, when Captain America has the shield suit, just the blue with the white star on it, and then he doesn't have it anymore. Now, I do know with that there is a deleted scene where it shows that there was a tracker on the suit, and he hid it away so they couldn't track him. But that was missing from the movie. If that was in the movie, it would be different if it wasn't a deleted scene. So it's kind of stuff like that. A few of the deleted scenes actually answered things for it.
I wish they hadn't done. That is my biggest issue with this film, is the fact that they killed Nick Fury, and they sort of revealed it in the trailers. There was Nick Fury, but then we knew he wasn't dead because they revealed it in the trailers, and they brought him back. It was just, why kill a character at the start just not to actually kill him? It's just getting repetitive. It was just getting boring, and if there's no consequences, what's the point?
How would I rate this movie? This movie gets a solid 9. Almost a perfect film. Solid 9 out of 10. It's one of my favorites. I'd recommend it to anybody. Just skip the first one, go to the second one. Yeah, it's one of those things you don't have to have seen the first movie to understand the second one. And I really appreciate that. So I really enjoyed this movie for that and what it is.
For this movie, I would have to give it a rating 7 out of 10. Just, again, I went into it not really liking Captain America. And sure, I like the movie now, but it's not top MCU movie, basically.
Not bad, huh?
My final score for it is a 10 out of 10.
Perth is perfection when it comes to the MCU. This to me is a 9.9. I just can't give it a 10 because of that Nick Fury bit, but 9.9. This is one of the best MCU films and still is to this day.
Thank you for watching this episode of the MCU fan countdown to Avengers Infinity War. Make sure you check out everyone's links in the description below, and like and comment and share this video. And check out the video tomorrow. Until next time, bye.